Well, start the day out here with 30 bales of hay going out the door, small squares, so nice little sail there to start the day. We're going to go mow some hay down. Finally getting into some more of this bigger fields. The first cutting alfalfa, I'm really excited to get that knocked out and done. I'm leaning towards just doing both. 90 acres total, I think, is kind of between the two. It's a lot. Not a ton. This mower is made for that type of stuff, but man, that's a lot to get across with the rake and the balers. But I was ready to get it done. Luke's saying hi. He's ready to go mow some hay. At times, I really wish we had a 16-foot head, because right now these township roads, this is wider than the road, hangs off at least 2 or 3 feet on either side. I don't think these are more than 7 or 8 foot wide lanes. So that means the road's maybe 16 foot. Call it 16 foot if they're 8 foot lanes. The 19-foot head. Well, we finally made it here, and this stuff is pretty mature. Let's get her mowed down. Well, getting her opened up. Part of the field. This section's done. There's a ditch you can see that kind of intersects. It splits the field up into about 3 sections. So I think this is one of the, obviously the next one at the corner is real small. I think the one across the ditch is the biggest. I don't know, this may be 10 or 15 acres here. Went pretty quick. I'm opening this one up. That stuff's thin. I don't think I'm gonna have to ted it. So that'll save a pass. That's nice. Not nice that it's thin. Stuff looks pretty good, honestly, for how mature it is. It could be better, but you can see a lot of stem there. You flip it over, a lot of leaf. It's thick, but I think it's fluffed up enough coming out of the mower. I'm just gonna leave it and rake it. Worst case scenario, I have to come in with the inverter and invert it, but at least we're kind of getting some stuff going and saving a pass with the tedder. This is just real thin. This first cut this year has just been way off, and has absolutely zero need of needing tedded at all. Some of this I think could benefit, for 2 acres. Do I bring the tedder 12 miles? Or 8 or 9, 10 miles, something like that. And I might, the biggest holdup for me on tedding this isn't so much that I don't want to waste the fuel or whatever. It's my son's birthday party's tonight. He's turning 3. We're having family over at 6 tonight, so to get 90 acres and mowed, I know I'm not going to have time to ted it before. I'll barely be getting back by 5, at the rate things are going here. So that means me coming back here at like 10 o'clock tonight to ted, which isn't all bad, but then I gotta drop the tedder, hook up the rake, and get ready to go rake tomorrow morning. I don't want to put the tedder on the white because I want the white ready to go on the small square baler, and I don't want to unhook the Puma 140 because I want that ready to go on the big square baler. So I'd have to go ted and then unhook at like midnight and hook up to the rake, and for the chance that it may not even gain us anything, if anything, push this up, dry it down too fast. Now it's dry the same time the clover and the 9 acres I mowed yesterday, 29 acres I mowed yesterday is. I don't want all that overlap, so this might be the plan, is to leave this so it'll push it to dry a little bit slower, and maybe push it back a day, give me some time to kind of finish up the first little bit we mowed down and move forward with this after. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. I'm leaning into that, and like I said, we got that inverter, so if I rake this, it will dry pretty good on the windrow, but the bottoms may be wet. I can just go ahead and invert the thicker spots. That's not so much of a big deal. So like a field like this might be inverted, but the first one I mowed, that's so thin. I don't see any reason to need that to be done. This one maybe, and even the inverter I can run with the truck, but probably not in this because it's going to be too tall and thick. It's just going to get caught up on the bottom. So let's go get that last little bit on the back side of that ditch mowed, and then we'll go to the next 54 acre field, 53 acres, something like that. That's the new seeding. That we might rake rows double, so I don't think I plan on tedding that. I think that's going to be pretty thin too. So we're getting the ends. The ends are off now. If you see that white post way up there on the right, that wasn't there when I opened the field up. I just heard a bunch of clanging, and I get out and I see, I kind of hear some clanging. I lift back up, and I see a giant rock, the size of a basketball almost, in front of the cutter bar. So this got pushed forward by the cutter bar. So I get out and see that, Then the T-post is there, so this is already laid over. I was trying to mow all of that edge there. He didn't quite plant to the property line with the beans, and he had all these weeds. So I was like, well, I'll get the mare's tail, that ragweed and stuff cleaned up, because if it ain't planted, might as well clean it up. So there's, I'm assuming, a property line marker. You can see some of the big rocks next to it. So I bent the post back up and slid that plastic on. You couldn't see it in the weeds, so that was a fun surprise. And I didn't bring any tools with me to change out knives. I chewed them up a little, but it's cut and clean. So we're just gonna keep going, and hope I don't have to call anyone to come out here and bring me an impact. Worst case scenario, I at least finish this field, and it's a little ragged at times, but so far it's been mowing just perfect. But the next field's only about a mile, if not a half mile, north of my parents' house, so I could just walk over there or just take them over to my dad's and maybe grab some sockets or something and swap out knives. I got knives on me, I just didn't bring the impact, so. But I don't think it's gonna be an issue unless I hit something else. It's the first farming around power lines. This is kind of neat though. It's gonna be a pain, but it's cool. Guys, 40 acres or whatever this is, it's mowed down. I think it's like 36. That ditch really kills a lot of the acreage on this. Looks pretty good, honestly, for how late we're cutting this. I think it'll bale up, make some nice hay. Oh yeah. Well, against my better judgment, I'm gonna go mow down more hay. It's a lot to bale on today. I'm kind of banking on the fact it won't all be ready on one day, and hoping we got 3 days straight of baling. But, you know, I probably made worse mistakes in my life, so let's keep going. Got a branch there, we got a branch here. Otherwise, this stuff's looking pretty good. It's thin, it's new seeding. Got to get out anyhow. Let's take a look at it. Oh my gosh. That is, oh my goodness, that's really nice. Smells really good, looks really good. It's kind of better than I thought. I mean, shoot, some of it's almost knee high. Seems to be cutting pretty good too. Get some of this crap picked up. I hate this stuff. It's beautiful. We're doing, I'm gonna do another pass, but 4 headland passes, so I have more room to turn and don't tear up this new seeding as much. But this is, I think this is the right maturity to hit this new seeding. Really loving it, really loving it. Moving along, 10 mile an hour. Last row, folks, and that'll make 90 acres on the day, so really moving through it. I've never gotten through this much in one day. I mean, we've had one day already this year, 116 acre day. That's with both mowers out there. So, I don't know, whatever this mower probably got across. My wife probably mowed at least 20, 25, or maybe 30 acres of that. So that'd be putting me down into the 75 to 85 acres mowed that day with this mower. It's not even 4 o'clock yet, and I didn't get started mowing until 9 in the morning. So, whatever that is, about, really, don't count road time, and I stopped to eat. I probably mowed about 90 acres in 6 hours today. So that's just insane production. Really happy for it. I think I'll have the evening. A couple hours before people come over for my son's birthday party, so I get some stuff around and shuffle some other equipment around or work on some stuff in the barn maybe for an hour or two. But yeah, glad today went well. Man, these fields are, I never thought we'd be making hay on fields quite this big. It's pretty awesome. I wish you could smell this. I mean, I'm half tempted to even pull the small square baler out, but I don't know. Time-wise, it's going to be tough to try to squeeze that in. This is just some gorgeous hay. The problem is we got some weeds in it, so I think it's probably best to big square bale it and just get it done. Just really nice stuff. Well, that's a lot of, I think that's from the first field, but this is nice. I forgot to record it, but I just wrote another 1.5 acres second cut clover. So actually, we just started second cutting today too. So that's neat. I don't know. That's kind of a custom job, I guess. I don't know. I still haven't figured out what we're doing on that. It made 3 round bales on first cut, and we kind of discussed, oh, I'll just get to keep those 3 round bales. Still haven't picked them up yet. And it was just on my way home from this field. It was on my way home from the field I was doing when I mowed it the first time, and it's kind of convenient. It's right on the county line road that we take to a couple of our fields on the north of our what we do. So I think the agreement was I'd mow and rake second cut for him, and I get to keep the bales off the first cut, and he'll small square bale the second cut and keep it himself. So we'll see how things go there. I don't know. I got to pick up them round bales one of these days. He's got them undercover, and I don't have room for his stuff right now. I don't want to mess around with it. So worst case scenario at the end of the year, if we don't settle up or whatever, he gets some free hay and I'm not out much, and hopefully we get it figured out and both come out ahead. We'll see. It's just a quick little thing to duck into and duck back out. But heading home now. My wife's coming home from where she's at. It's right in the farmer's market. There's this Pickers Festival thing that she's at. Sounds like the pork was selling pretty good, so that's exciting. And we're getting home about the same time, and we left about the same time. So full day for both of us. Party's over. Time to go hook on the rake to this tractor. Tedder's unhooked. And look at that right there. You see that? Full tank of fuel. This tractor drove, I don't know, like 30, 35 miles and tedded out 29 acres of hay. It ain't even off the full mark yet. 540E. It does run the PTO RPMs a little higher because it seems like just to get moving, I put it in the regular 540. I could probably get my RPMs on the PTO a lot lower for like tedding or raking, but I like the fuel economy, and usually if I want to go 6 to 8 mile an hour, it'll run about 410 to 450 RPMs. It's not terrible. It's not like it's running the full 540. Obviously your baler or anything else that you need the 540 for, you're going to run 540, so you'll just run your throttle up to the position to get that. But I do like this tractor. All right, let's see if we got our hydraulics right. And we do not. What did I do wrong? Okay. I thought they were color coded. It's going to be fun to get out of here if they were wrong. I can't do that. It's going to be fun to get out of here if I had them right. Let's get out and change that. Slowly we're getting her out. I think it'll be a lot easier out than in. Just make sure we don't clip it in with the curtain. Because we got that guy right there also. So much fun stuff to get around. But I think we made her. Ready to go rake some hay tomorrow. Alright, time to call tonight. Thanks for watching, folks. We're going to have a busy week here ahead of us, so stay tuned. We're going to have plenty of videos. Hopefully of good days of baling and not breakdowns, because those aren't fun to record at all. Yeah, pork is selling really good. I don't know what she told me she sold. She figured about at least maybe 8 pounds or so, maybe 10 pounds, which isn't a great deal, but given that's not really the target demographic that you're going after, that type of thing's more of quick grab and go type food. So people buying any frozen stuff at all, that's something like that. That's definitely a good sign in the farmer's market where people are actually going for something to maybe stock up on vegetables or meat or whatever. I'm really excited to see how that'll go. But yeah, off to a really good start. I think we might keep some more pigs back to butcher, because right now I'm really happy how things are going. But we got to pencil things out. Again, I have a rough idea on what we got and how it's going to pencil, but I want to get everything sold, see how that goes, and we'll run another batch and go from there. But maybe the hogs will be a viable thing in the future for us, because I've been so back and forth on do we get rid of hogs or not, because the goats and sheep are just so much easier. But I like that direct marketing approach. It's just, to do it, you got to have enough volume to be worth your time to come out here and chore all the time. If we're only doing 2-3 hogs a year, it just simply isn't worth it. And granted, we're going to butcher 2 hogs, so I'm not being hypocritical when I say that. I'm being realistic. You have to start somewhere. So we're starting small, kind of dipping our toes in. Not too much risk where we have 10 hogs. We got to move, and you got to have margin, you know, and have all that invested in it. Here, it's not a huge investment. And if things go smooth, the one thing I really like about hogs are they're such a quick turnaround generationally. 4 months gestation, well, 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days, 114-day gestation. Breed them at 6 to 8 months of age, give or take. Them gilts are looking really good, so we just threw them with the boar. So, you know, you figure within a year you could see a litter out of them. Within a year and a half, you could be butchering hogs out of the gilts that we just put in with the boar that were born in December of last year. We could have something in June of next year, finished hogs out of those gilts if they breed quickly, have live litters, all these things, right? I kind of like having the pigs a little bit. We got some things we got to sort out and figure out some better systems, but find a way that they work into our operation. But that pork looks so good, it just gets me excited. Wants me to kind of gives me just enough to keep me enticed to stay in it. So we'll see. Excited for it. Don't worry, the hay ain't going anywhere. That's our bread and butter. That's what we're going to be doing for the foreseeable future. We're committed to it now. The only thing I think we do, unless hogs really take off, the only thing I think is we put concrete to that and maybe put livestock in one. And when I say livestock, I mean more probably just confinement sheep, because those ewes are pretty easy keepers. Goats are kind of a pain in the butt. Cattle markets are super high. And I have all this hay equipment and acres to run hay on. I don't have acres to run corn and beans on. And not that you'd really even be making your own hog feed. Maybe back in the days people did with oats and corn and some of that. But to have a press or a mill or whatever you need to make bean meal out of soybeans or whatever protein source you're going to do. I've heard of people doing peas or maybe lentils, but none of those systems are in place. We have a way to produce cheap feed for sheep, goats, cattle, any ruminants. I'm not eating alpacas. So that kind of narrows it down to those three, and with the markets on cattle and how much of a pain in the butt goats are with either escaping or horns, getting caught and stuff. The sheep are just so much easier. We're getting better lambing rates out of the sheep. They grow faster than the goats. They're a little more skittish. I don't know if that's good or bad, right? Temperament wise, like neither one's mean, but the sheep are a little more difficult to catch, I guess, if you will. They all stay together, so if you can kind of load one, they all go together. Like goats, they might spread while sheep stick together. We'll see. Sorry for the rambling there, but thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.